Hi everyone, I'm Stan from Eagle Vision, here again with Peter Motalli from Optimal Property Group, and we're talking about construction management. So last time we talked about, getting ready to get on site, whereas now we're on site, we've appointed the right team of consultants, the builder is going. So what happens now? What do we need to think about?
At this stage, like you've just said, the builder's been appointed and construction's commenced. So your consultants are already in place, documentation's all done. So now you're managing the building process. So these are the things that will raise some variations at times.
Yep.
Okay, so initially there's things that's unforeseen, for instance, that you couldn't help but until you start digging or some sort of design phase or alterations or even then site constraints, and this adds time or delay. So these are things you've got to deal with in this process. It's time now.
Yeah, so managing the consultants essentially.
Correct.
All right. And I guess what are some of the common mistakes that developers make at this phase?
Well, leaving it all to the builder.
Right.
You should have a time with the builder, and it's usually the process that you can consult with the builder, a weekly time, fortnightly time, and depending on which phase of the construction it is. So obviously if they're digging, you don't need to sort of go there on a weekly, maybe a fortnightly, because there's not much to do, seeing a big excavator digging a hole, for instance. But later on, during the end of the project, it's a bit more frequent, sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times a week, when you're sort of trying to work out and getting the right colour schemes done. You might have to alter the colours, so you need to put them on site, have a look at the colours, decide and choose, and so forth.
So the frequency of visits.
It will change during the process of the build.
What about dealing with variations? What is a mistake around that?
Again, so this happens quite often. It's usually around about 5 to 10%, sometimes even more, on your cost of the project in variations. So again, these are things that are unforeseen. Sometimes it's costs that have gone up. Sometimes they're things that the design was changed by the architect or yourself, just trying to make a better project out of your property. So accepting the variation, why not get your engineer involved or your consultants involved to discuss the variation? So for instance, if it is a design, is there another way of doing it to at least get the right outcome that you're trying to achieve in a cheaper way?
Yep, I understand. Very good. Look, that's all that we have time for today. Next time we'll actually be talking about the completion phase and what are some of the common mistakes around that. Thanks for watching.